Geometry, percentages, graphs.
Yes! Yes!
So we've had a few days to kind of think about this recent rally in the price. Price seems to be stable for the moment, but people expect a big move down or up soon. I think now is a really good time to highlight something I think is really important. So right away, this may or may not be a controversial topic. With cryptocurrency and investing, there is a lot of room for scams, there's a lot of room for hopes, and people to take advantage of your hopes, take advantage of your dreams.
And I do want to mention that the price of the course, as I add those new videos, is going to be rising.
And try to squash you down by taking your money, by making you believe a certain thing. And really, this can be successful if the person's charismatic, if they're very smart about it, if they're consistent. There are a lot of ways to do this.
Get over here. Look at this. Alright, I'm going to take off this little wiener band.
Really, to sum up what this video is going to be about, there are some people that I'm going to cover in this video that I think it's very important that you guys watch out for, be aware of, because many people are being taken advantage of. Unfortunately, it's not very funny actually.
Hey, little girl, I mean...
Granted, I don't know exactly how, but based on these numbers, there is a significant amount of people who get taken advantage of in the crypto community, and they get thousands of dollars taken from them. And I have a few examples here. This isn't going to be about one person in particular. There are people that I'm going to mention in the video, and there are going to be people that I'm talking about that won't be mentioned in the video as well. So kind of strap in, try to follow along. So the first example, this is kind of an easy target. There have already been multiple big videos on this. Martini Guy was one of them, and then as well, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with Sunny Decree doing video. And this is on Crypto Crew University. Before we talk about, his name is Steve. Before we talk about Steve, he hasn't posted in about 2 or 3 weeks now at this point, and I think it's because what he was saying was going to happen didn't really happen with the market. He usually posts once a week, I think is his new schedule. But I think because his predictions weren't right, and the market pumped like a lot, as many of us know recently, up to like $8,000 plus. Currently it's around 8,000. I think he's like taking a little break. Steve, a lot of people are very familiar with him, and before I really jump on Steve or say anything negative, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think his videos are pretty informative.
Geometry, percentages, graphs.
Yes! Yes!
I think for a lot of the market, he was actually super accurate, more accurate than most people when it came to predicting a lot of the bear stuff. Now, what makes it a scam, potentially, allegedly?
I didn't want to say this on camera, but I did get a tip that Dogecoin and Onion Coin is going to be huge coming up. Bitcoin! Oh, all my money's gone.
The prices that are charged for these courses here. So you can see, for example, this diamond combo is originally $4,000 US. And actually one of the videos that talks about Steve, these were originally priced at like $200 or $300, but when more and more people start showing interest in buying them, he increased the price as well. You know, it's his product. He can, I guess, price it however he wants. But it is a little misleading, and a lot of the stuff, including the reviews, are pretty much confirmed to be completely fake reviews. Next to marrying my wife, taking these classes are the best thing I've ever done. Thanks, Danny. Apparently that review's been on there for like a year or something like that. It's like the only one he has for that. But guys, this is over $3,000, but you save $800. So for one thing, it's the price here. And I don't want to spend too much time on Steve because so many people have already made videos about Steve. But you can see here, this is, again, I think this is the most expensive one. You can spend about a little over $3,000 to get 29 powerful classes. And people really buy into this stuff.
I want the island by Thursday. Make it happen! You're an island owner now.
Alright. It's hilarious that one of the comments here is actually from Crown's Crypto Cave, saying, Martini Guy, thanks for the shout out, very much appreciated. He's the guy who did this video. By the way, if there's anybody on YouTube that I would recommend for TA, it would probably be him. He has a lot of good energy. He does live streams like every single morning. His videos are free. You can donate, obviously, but his videos are free. His content, for the most part, is free. He's a full-time trader. And the thing is, so many people on YouTube in this space really they come at you with this illusion that they are like professional.
So what kind of business things have you guys been up to,
Graphs,
Stats.
numbers,
Graphs.
dividend,
Statistics.
data points,
Percentages.
decline in ExxonMobil's stock price.
Tax reform.
That they're traders, that they know something that you don't, and that's how they sell themselves. That's how they market themselves, and that is how people like JSnip has 1,000 patrons, and his lowest tier is $5. Let's do the math real quick. 961 times 5 is $5,000, and that is only if those 1,000 people are paying the bare minimum, which there's a $5, $20, and $40 tier apparently here. So minimum from his Patreon, he's making $5,000 a month. And as many of you know, I think he sold his Litecoin basically at the bottom, a little over like $20 or something like that. And I think he made a call on Patreon. This is actually well known, probably one of the funniest things in the community. Actually, fun fact, JSnip gave me a shout out like on my first video, like the first week that I made YouTube videos. He was doing a live stream and he like shouted out my video for a minute or two. So thanks, Joe. I appreciate that.
I was up a little late last night. I started to yawn. I'm like, all right, there's your sign. Time for bed. I had a dream. I had an awesome dream. Price of Litecoin went to $17.
So 1,000 people are paying for Inside News to sell Litecoin at a little bit over $20 because Joe had a dream that Litecoin was going to $17. You seriously cannot make this up. You cannot make this up.
Seriously. I had a dream, and I'm outside somewhere. I don't know where I am. I don't recognize this place. And there was like a sign. It wasn't a speed limit sign, but it was...
Did it happen to be Bitcoin Ben saying the N-word? Yes, this is a real video from a Facebook live stream of him saying the N-word, which I think is hilarious that a lot of people either don't know about this or don't care about this.
The black community, if you don't want people calling you, don't act like...
I mean, him saying it doesn't make him racist. He's definitely probably racist, though. He seems like the kind of guy who'd be racist.
And it's right around the price where I sold. 26, 25.
Okay, so he sold his Litecoin around like $24, $25, which is basically the bottom there. Joe in particular always has guys like my guy told me this, my guy told me that. If you ever hear people tell you that when they're trying to sell you something, most likely it's a sign that they're lying to you.
In the next 5 years, this guy was explaining things to me that I have never heard of. He was mentioning companies.
Being super vague about things is another telltale sign. Always over-promising and under-delivering. I just want to check real quick if Litecoin ever got down to $17. I don't think it did. So what? Joe sold at $24. Litecoin went down to it wicked down to 22 and it closed about 23. Ooh, so that basically was selling the exact bottom. So I see why he got a lot of heat for that.
He did give me some specific prices, but I'm not gonna, publicly sit here. I give that information to Patreons, but
my favorite part right there. He's not gonna sit there and tell you publicly, but if you pay him, you can get that information on his Patreon, so you can sell the bottom and lose a lot of money. So that's Joe. He made a mistake. He's definitely scamming people, definitely effing people over in the community, and it comes in different forms as well. This video in particular by Crypto Jeb has 30,000 views. This was published only a week ago. This is how the Bitcoin rally will end. Be careful of this. It's going to be similar to the title of my video. So it promises to answer those questions, and it doesn't, because nobody knows that. Because you can't know it. But there's also about a 2-minute period at the beginning of the video where he's advertising his courses as well. And this is the website, Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. All of these things, very similar to Crypto Career University, all of these things you can get for free on YouTube from dozens and dozens of different YouTubers who have the same exact things. What do we have here? We have how to use TradingView, a 26-minute tutorial on how to use this little thing that I have pulled up right here. This little guy that I'm not paying for. How to read candlestick charts, 10 minutes, support and resistance, 16-minute video. Literally, all of these things you can find. I mean, honestly, all of this entire thing you could probably find in a Crown video. in one live stream. You could probably learn all of it for free in one day. Wedges and pennants, all of this stuff. Granted, his classes are a little bit cheaper. It says enroll in course for $149. I'm not sure if that's for one course or if that's for the entire thing. If it's the entire thing for $150, I mean, it's still a ripoff, I personally think, but I don't think it's like killing people. Like, I don't think it'll kill somebody to spend $150 to learn this, to sit down and have everything arranged like this. So in that sense, you know, maybe this isn't so bad for Crypto Jeb here. Crypto Q University obviously is a different, a whole different beast here. Let's take a look at these reviews.
This review is coming in from Annette. Annette says, quote, "Don't take this the wrong way, but you are missing out if you don't buy this course. I made 25 more times than I paid for the courses because of Steve and his wisdom." Yes, I said 25 times.
Only 5-star reviews. I get the sense maybe these aren't legitimate. Nothing, it doesn't matter how good the product is. Have you ever seen a YouTube video with 0 dislikes and, 1,000 likes? No, it's impossible. There is always going to be a dislike. There is always going to be a bad review. This is based on 371 real reviews, 98% of which are excellent, and just to make it look a little realistic, 2% are very good, so 4 out of 5.
My classes teach you how to make money. My classes teach you when I'm making trades.
No 3 out of 5s, no 2 out of 5s, and no 1 out of 5s. 98%, 5 out of 5s. So any rational person would look at that and think, seems a little fishy. We take a look at the reviews, and again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time reading all of these, but Sergio here has the perfect one. You might not think it to be real because of all the 5-star reviews and lack of 1-stars, but these courses have changed the way that I think about trading. It's almost as if Steve addresses the criticism of his actual reviews and then writes the comment there. I'm not saying that he writes his own reviews on this website, but I ask you the question, could it be possible?
Yes.
As well, many of the comments are grammatically very similar, which makes me think potentially they are written by the same person. This person spelled penny P-E-N-Y, which is very funny, so I'm glad they're paying thousands of dollars to trade cryptocurrency. Now, I'm not saying that these people are bad people in particular. Is it bad to charge people for advice? Well, I mean, because that really is what it is. When you're paying for strategies or learning how to time the market or what you think will help you trade better and everything like that, you're really just paying for some guidance in the market. Is it bad to do that to people? I mean, it's debatable. It really is debatable. Some people genuinely want to learn, and there are plenty of resources where you can learn for free on the internet. So is it wrong to take advantage of the people who maybe don't know that the resources are free, or maybe they just want to pay? Maybe they just like the person who's offering the course and they want to pay for it. Is there anything wrong with that? No, I don't think so. But a theme that is very common throughout pretty much every single one of the types of people who does this type of paid content is that they are very manipulative and they straight up lie to your face for the most part. They make up stories, whether it's they had a dream or they had psychics, which is one of my personal favorite, that a psychic told you
about what legacy he wants to leave. And without missing a beat, Tiger said, well, I'm going to go down as the greatest golfer to ever live. And on top of that, I know I'm going to impact golf bigger than any other person in golf because I'm going to bring an entire new crowd into the sport.
Astrology is another crazy one. I mean, I'm pretty sure Steve disappeared for the past few weeks because he's been getting a lot of criticism and backlash, and I think he made some bad calls. So, if you lose people money because you give them some advice or give them calls like a lot of people are paying you for, it has to hurt. I mean, that's another reason I would never do I personally would never charge anybody for a course. One, because I don't think I'm qualified, just because I'm honest with myself and with people. The crazy part is the people that are charging, for the most part, are not qualified at all either. In fact, I'm probably more qualified than many of them charging for courses, but they're just willing to take advantage of the people and earn that money. Because cryptocurrency is a new space and you can take advantage of people pretty easily and you can make a lot of money. So people are definitely just taking advantage, and the whole thing snowballs. You start BSing more and more, and that's, power corrupts you, or money corrupts you, basically. But that's it for the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you got a little educated on the space. It's still very new. Cryptocurrency is new, and so are the people in the ecosystem. And you can very easily lose thousands of dollars that you could maybe invest in cryptocurrency instead. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you like this type of video, and I'll see you in the next one.